Hello, everyone. Good morning and welcome to a fantastic, fun Friday. And thank you guys so much again. We made it to the end of the week again. Isn't this amazing? I'm clapping for each and every one of you that is supporting us here and offline. We made it again, and we can only keep climbing higher and higher
Yes.
because this is what we need for children, young people, and women, and for all families, of course. So thank you guys so much. And we're going to get done today in time so that we can go and start our weekend activities because it starts tonight. I love it when it comes to Friday. It's
I
like,
know.
ooh, I did it. And all of this is lifted off my shoulders. And then I can relax, sleep in, and then get up again and that start to make it happen again and again and repeat, not just repeating to stay at the same point, repeating to go further because the world is changing, things are changing, the children are getting smarter and smarter, and a lot of this new technology, if implemented and used with ethical standards, guess what?
Mm-hmm.
It's going to
Mm-hmm.
serve us very well. So thank you guys so much. And as always, we thank our leader, Mr. Ash Mufareh, for bringing us here together under this one umbrella. And therefore, we are now taking it into our own different endeavors and trying to make sure that we are uplifting humanity from our hearts. So thank you guys so much. Today is the 1st of November. Can you believe it? Oh my God, this month is equally very important, just like last month. All the months are because each month brings with it something that is important for all of us, especially for our children. But this month is very important, and we get to talk about men awareness, men health awareness. And so
Mm-hmm.
we're going to be bringing topics that we're going to be talking about this. But hey, ladies before gentlemen, that is why women breast cancer awareness came before the men. And that's the way it has always been, ladies, because the man will always have to usher the lady first, open the door, we get in, comes from behind because you guys are so powerful, supporting us, making sure that we do not fall, making sure that nobody is hurting us, because that is the way God created it, that the man is the protector, making sure that we are safe, our children are safe. So we're going to be talking about topics, and then at the end, towards the end of the month, we will also really choose to really educate and create that awareness about the health of men, both old and young. So that is very important. Now, Friday, November 1st, and our topic for today is Mantle of Hope Revolution. We're in part 246, and the theme is letting go of control and surrendering to life. Let go of control and surrendering to life. Surrendering to life means surrendering to the one that created you. That when you've done a lot, you've done whatever is necessary, you've done what you can do, and you know that you're doing the right thing, that you've exhausted all your means. And now, what you cannot do or what seems to be challenging to you, surrender it into the hands of the Creator. Surrendering it into life, knowing that tomorrow brings a different strategy, knowing that even if you didn't get it right today, tomorrow is another day, and tomorrow brings with it new blessings, new resources, new way of life, and things will just keep moving. If we only have to think like that. And that is exactly what is going to happen, because this thing happens to me almost every day. Just when you're thinking, oh, what am I going to do with this? Somebody just calls you. And here
Mm-hmm.
they start telling you this, oh my God. I'm like, how did they just read my mind? And how they were not here. I didn't tell them about anything. And so this is the way it happens. And God says it in the scriptures.
Yep.
It is written. And if we can just put ourselves in that position, remember that it's not always easy to do that, because easy is not the right way to go in life. But when you build this kind of foundation, and when sometimes, because we are human, something will come that want to derail you from your course, what do? You easily fall back, because something will tell you, oh, this is not right. You're feeling it, you're hearing these whispers, this is not right. Now you fall back into place. This is the way life is. And this is the way it's happening to me over and over ever since I was little, and it continues to do so. Sometimes it might even come in the form of your grandmother speaking to you if you're like me. My grandmother appears to me. My maternal grandmother is gone, but she appears to me all the time. I still have my other grandmother alive who is 108, going to be 109. So we can listen. Even the trees can speak to you. Even the fishes in the water, the animals, they speak to you in different ways. And they might not really, sometimes not really speak into that, but they give you a lead. They give you a lead to where you want to go, something that is going to lead you to where you want to go. If we just position our mind in that place, in the presence of the one that created us. And so this is a very important theme today. Miss Pavni is supposed to be here today. First of all, I made a mistake of sending her the flyer late, which of course she could also get it if she's ready. And I tell her not to feel guilty, and just like any other person, that you must, if you don't come, show up, or this something is going to happen, you start feeling guilty. We don't want that. We are here because we know that we're going to contribute. Other than that, we don't need to be here, because our children need to hear from us. We need to hear from one another. We are in this journey together. Nobody's an island upon themselves. So when you feel as to take a day or two off, please do so, but do not deviate from the cause of uplifting humanity from our hearts, which is why Mr. Ashmufara brought us together. So thank you guys so much. So I'm going to say a little something about November. Welcome to November. What does this month stand for? We're going to analyze the letters, the various letters of November, and new horizons. New horizon. November brings to us new horizons. Embrace each day with open arms. Really open your arms and embrace it. Ready to explore and expand new possibilities that bring hope to all. Oh, openness. Cultivate a spirit of openness that encourages understanding, unity, and shared purpose across communities worldwide. V, victory over challenges. Stand resilient, knowing each step forward is a triumph against hunger, illiteracy, and poverty. And E, empathy. Let empathy be our guide. Let empathy be our guide, ensuring we walk in each other's shoes and work with compassion for a brighter future. M, meaningful actions. Remember, they say meaningful, not just any kind of actions. Like you mean it, you're determined to do it. Meaningful actions stands for M. Prioritize actions that create lasting change and impact lives for generations to come. B, believe in humanity. B, believe in humanity. Hold strong to the belief that together we can uplift and empower every child, every woman, and every young person across the globe. E, empowerment. Empowerment. Empower others to believe in their own unique potential, igniting a spark that leads to collective growth and success. R, renewed hope. Renewed, remember, renewed hope. Every morning you get up, your hope is renewed. And you need to accept that, you need to believe in it, and you need to embrace it. Our renewed hope. Welcome to November as a time of renewed hope, where we rise together to make positive strides towards a united, thriving world through one global movement. And I think that is it. November. That is it.
Very good.
November. I wish, and I pray that may this November be a month where because we are together, where our one global movement brings forth transformation, unity, and enduring hope for all of us, our children, our young people, women, particularly young girls around the world. So thank you guys so much for listening to my interpretation of
Very
November.
good. Thank you.
Now we
Mhm.
just is it my internet better behave. It's trying to do
Yes,
something.
you're freezing a little bit, but it won't stay. Go ahead. You're good.
Okay. So
Mhm.
let's dive into our quotes. In the dance of life. But let me repeat the topic again just so we get it fresh in our mind. Letting go of control and surrendering to life. Letting go. Please write your own in the chat. Teach us. Let us interact together because this is Academy in action. We have to believe it. We keep actioning it out. Before Academy comes, then we will just know that we were already doing the right thing, right? So write it down. All right. Now, in the dance of life, we find strength not in control, but in surrender. Embrace the flow and let the universe guide you to your purpose. And as we release the illusion of control, the dream of control, as we release the illusion of control, we invite peace into our hearts. Surrender to the journey and let love illuminate your path. Surrendering to life is not giving up. Just remember that. Surrendering in life is not giving up. It's the ultimate act of courage. Let go and watch how the universe aligns to support your dreams. And when we talk about the universe, we're talking about the creator because he is the creator of the universe.
Mhm.
In surrender, we find our greatest strength. Letting go of control allows us to embrace life's unpredictability and discover our true selves. That means, in other words, don't force things. A lot of us, we are forcing things. We want to
Mhm.
be like the other person. We want to do like the other person. We want to make $1 million right now without knowing how to make it, without building a foundation. A lot of things, we force it, then we end up being frustrated. We end up being angry. We end up blaming people. But when you try your best, it doesn't have to work right now. Remember, the engineers and the forefathers before us, even my ancestors, my grandfather, my grandmother, it took them time to build the kind of wealth that they built through plantations. It took them time and they failed a lot. My grandmother failed, but she taught me never ever to give up because I come from royalty, she says, and the royalty of the Most High God, not just our earthly royalties. Never you give up. Keep moving and don't stop. If it doesn't work today, it will work tomorrow. If it doesn't work tomorrow, it will work the next day. Think about uh, 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 the that manufactured the light bulb and who even started manufacturing cars. And then you think about Mr. Ford that manufactured the Ford cars. It wasn't done in 1 year, in 2 years, in 3 years, in 10 years. It took them time. But look at the legacy that they've left here for today. It's going to be here when you and I are long gone. It's still going to continue to be here. This is the same thing we want to do here in One Global Movement. We want to build something that when we are gone, our children will take over and continue because life is on a continuum. We cannot
Mhm.
end because these children are always going to be here. No matter what, we were children too. And look at us now. So, what are
Mhm.
you leaving? What kind of legacy? What kind am I leaving? For me, and my household, we are going to serve the Lord through One Global Movement and make sure that every child is being touched in a way that it's going to really uplift their spirit to know the greatness of God in their lives. So that is very important. So life becomes a beautiful, beautiful tapestry when we stop trying to weave every thread. Oh, this one didn't work. It has to. Why is it not working? Don't try to weave every thread. Surrender to the artistry of existence. God is our own existence and trust that you are a vital part of the design. No matter who you are, no matter what you are, no matter your level of education, no matter your size, your height, no matter the food, the kind of food that you eat, no matter your orientation, no matter the volume of your bank account or the volume of your parents' bank account, no matter if you're limping, no matter if you're born without arms, or no matter if you're sick or if something is failing, you are a vital part of this existence. You were created like that for a reason. If we start embracing all of these things the way they are, without trying to look at Hollywood, without trying to look at this person, you didn't know. Have you ever taken the time to ask how those people got to where they are? And are you even sure that they are really telling you the truth? So embrace your own journey that God has created you with and move on that way. You will learn how to surrender to the universe and do what you can do now and surrender the rest. At the end of the day, when you do something, at the end of the day, you just say, Lord, thank you so much. I did this, I did this, I did this. But what I cannot do, Lord, take care of it so that I will continue from where I left next time. And when we do that, you the kind of peace that you have within you and the kind of power and energy, you would think, wow, I can't believe I'm doing this. I can't believe what I'm doing here today. I was beaten so badly that they wouldn't want me to open my mouth. They almost shut me down, like muting me not to talk. But inside of me, I kept saying, I will defend the rights of the destitute, the poor, the hungry, the abused. I will, because the scripture says so. And my grandmother would say, yes, you're going to do it, and pushing me, pushing me. Here I am today. But does it mean that I got it all? No. What I cannot get, I surrender it to you guys because God says so. Surrendering things to the universe is surrendering things in the hands of God through us here, who can bring in their own talent and will put it together and do. You're not going to see God. It is doing it for your fellow human being. It is doing it for your family, for your children, and for your community. So what does letting go of control and surrender to life means? What does that mean? I wish Miss Pavni was here, but next time she's going to talk about this by herself. You know, letting go of control and surrendering to life refers to the practice of releasing the need to control every aspect of your life and accepting the flow of life as it unfolds. Remember, God surrendered a lot of things, and He is God. He surrendered a lot of things, and only Pick Up Melody is trying to get in, but the internet is a problem. So, this is what it means. And before you do this, you must know who you are. You must. And you must know whose you are. Did you just fall out of nowhere? Did you just happen to be here by just an accident? No. We know that there is the most powerful force in the universe that created us the way we are. When we know this, and when we show gratitude to God through the things that we do, through the impact that we build, we create on others, then we must have known who we are, instead of just hoarding things and piling things and building mansions. But you're driving and passing by, you're seeing kids that are picking food from the garbage and eating, they're sleeping under the bridges with their children, yet you're looking but outside, hey, look, those people are suffering, but you're not looking right here below your own nose. We need to look around us, in our families, in our community. When we do that, then together we can then start to move out, just like we're doing here in this one global movement village. So that is very, very important. So how do we do this? Do that. You must accept. Acceptance is number one. Accept you for who you are, for what you are, what you're doing. Put so much prayer and gratitude and acceptance into what you are doing. Even if you're sweeping the street, sweep it so well more than Michelangelo. Do it so well more than Nelson Mandela. Because Nelson Mandela even said, do it, I am doing it so that you can do it better. And this is what we should be doing here. Do it so well. If you're singing, sing so well to defend the rights of the poor, the hungry, the oppressed, like legendary Bob Marley. Do it so well that nobody can take that away from you. If you're defending the rights of the people, do it so well like Dr. Reverend Martin Luther King Jr., who did it. Do it so well like Dr. Miles Monroe. Do it so well like Jim Rohn. Do it so well like Angelina Jolie. Do it so well like Dr. Maya Angelou. A lot of people that they are long gone, but their legacy is here to teach us. There will be no excuse for us not to do it. Accept who you are and what you are. Acknowledging that not everything is within your control. You don't know everything. I don't. I don't. I ask for help a lot of times, Not everything is under your control, and that life can be unpredictable. Unpredictability is it relates to choices, because when God gives you more than three choices, that means that life is unpredictable. That means that he is teaching you to be flexible with your mind. That means that when this thing is not working, look for another way. If this one doesn't work today, pray and put your hands together that I accept it. Tomorrow is another beautiful day. It's going to work. Change. We've been given so much that we can't complain about anything. You can always change your mind. You can't keep putting fresh wine into an old keg. That is an African proverb, and expect it to still taste good. So we have the resources. Just open up your mind and embrace who you are, and knowing that you are a child of the Most High God, you can do better. And so now trust, trusting the process, having faith in the process of life, and trusting that things will work out as they are meant to be, right? They are meant.
Mm-hmm.
Things will happen today, some will happen tomorrow, but let us trust in God's own timing. Trust in the timing of the one that created us, because there is time for everything under the sun that God created. There is time to sleep, and there is time to be awake. There is time to take action. There is time to rest. Some of us who think that we can cheat nature by not wanting to sleep because we have a lot to do, it catches up. It does. And then you're about to just go like a baby that has played, a toddler who has played a lot, and then just falls asleep, and you'll be hitting drums you can't even hear anymore. So there is time to carry out conversations or discussions like here. We have a time here, right? But don't waste your own time interacting or being in the company of people that are not uplifting you, or really thinking like you positively. Do not, because you'll be wasting your own time. A minute gone can never be recalled. So do not trust in the process. Trust in the process and do not waste your time. Even if they don't align with your plans or expectations, still trust in the process. Look at Mr.
Mm-hmm.
Farah. What is he doing? What is he doing? Some people, some of us who already we don't even know anything. We don't believe, we don't trust anything. We say, why is he wasting time? He said by this time this thing was going to happen. He's trusting the process, and he's trusting the timing of the one that brought that vision to him. And therefore, we must also follow. Are you trusting your own? If we are busy putting pressure on him, it therefore means that we are not even doing our own. We're not
Mm-hmm.
trusting our own process. We're not even doing what we're supposed to be doing. So we have all this time to be criticizing and saying negative things. We don't want that at all. And we don't definitely want that here. Then we talk about freedom. You have that freedom, releasing the burden of trying to control everything. I have to control this child. I have to control their mind. They must do as I say, because I'm the mother, I'm the father, they must do it. No,
Yes.
we cannot try to control the outcomes. And it can lead to a sense, when you release the burden of trying to control everything or the outcome, it can lead to a sense of freedom. You feel freed up here. You don't have the headaches, you're not sweating or having anxiety and all those things. You feel that kind of freedom. It allows us to be more present in this moment, present and open to new experiences. Your mind, you open it up. Now I'm learning. Look at, I was taught by a 6-year-old who is one of the One Global Movement ambassadors. And I was bound to sit still and listen and took down notes. And this child is a godsend, because they speak with purity, they speak with freedom, they speak with no contamination. But you and I, we have been so contaminated that we are bound to be looking left and right to look over our shoulders to see who is listening. Are they criticizing me? That child did not care. And the message came out so powerfully and hit me so much so that I was so happy. I'm like, we all need to listen to our children. It doesn't matter how young. Stop, drop, and listen. Like Sister Sharon said, stop, drop, and listen to these children. And then we talk about growth. Surrendering can open the door to personal growth.
Yes.
It encourages us to learn from challenges and adapt rather than racing or resisting change. I had to surrender to what was happening to me as a child, but also thank God for my grandmother who did not only love me, was determined to put her life on the line to say, I will teach this child. I might not know how to write, to read and write in English, but in the other languages, this child must be educated. And therefore, she instilled a kind of growth mindset in me that when I surrender the things that I cannot control, somebody else picks them up. When I surrender to being afraid of the animals, I slept in the bush like it was my home. And do you know that some snakes will sleep even close to me and they never harmed me? Okay. So because one morning this mother came to drop me food and the snake was there sleeping close to me. And I was sleeping so deep. And the mother just went by, making sure that she was watching me. The snake got up and left and she came. So things happen for a good reason. Do not try to. Don't. And now, even now that the One Global Movement farm that has been given to us, you know, you see these deers, beautiful, and the turkeys, they are coming. Before they were being afraid, and then we just started greeting them, being friendly. They are coming so close now. Someday you just see me tapping one, you know. So it's a beautiful thing. So surrendering can open doors to personal growth, and even surrendering can even let you say, you know what, I forgive this person, because you don't even know all what you're doing. I don't know it myself. We need, when you forgive, you are, first of all, it works for you, your own benefit, than the other person. And we talk about mindfulness, being present in the moment and appreciating what life has to offer without constantly worrying, without constantly seeking for attention, without constantly blaming others and pointing fingers, without worrying about what's next or how things should be. Excuse me, not how things should be. You're not God. I'm not God. Yes, of course, we've been given the sense that yes, things can work like this, but is there any other way that those things can work? If that way is not working for you, you ask yourself that question. Why are you forcing things? Don't force it. It's like people stay in an abusive relationship because they are trying to make it work by force, even when they are being beaten and they're bleeding. And so, yes, we want our children to know about these things because it is time to say, okay, now enough. I have done this. Now it's time for me to move on. And God will tell you in different ways. Your body will tell you, and then you move forward. Okay, this thing is not working today, and you just relinquish it to God and say, if it doesn't work today, it's going to work. And guess what? It always does. It always works. It does. So overall, this concept, the concept of letting go and surrendering to the universe, is a very important concept. This concept encourages a shift from a mindset of control to one of openness, acceptance, and trust in the journey of life. We want our children to get this. We really want, but we cannot teach them when we ourselves have not gotten it yet. When things don't work, just say, you know what? I did all that I can do. Try to do it. Don't just do it once and say, oh, it didn't work. No. God gave us different ways to try things. You try this, it didn't work. That doesn't mean that it's not going to work tomorrow. Your mind will lead you back to that same scenario later on. And when it doesn't work, now what happens? God makes you to start thinking, what other resource can I use that is going to help it to work? This is exactly what we are talking here. And how can we let go of control and surrender to life? You practice mindfulness, like we already said, accept imperfection. You're not perfect. You hear people say, I am a perfectionist. That's not true. They're just talking, because none of us, no one, no human being is a perfectionist. Never. Never. That is only God who is a perfectionist. So that word we are talking about, we are teaching our children the wrong thing. We are teaching them that if they do fail, they should feel ashamed upon themselves, because you're telling them that Melanie, I'm really sorry that you're trying to get in, but the internet is not letting you. I'm really
No,
sorry.
I think it's not, it's pulling, sorry to interrupt. It's not always maybe her thing, because you see my background has been dropped. I think they're experiencing some kinds of issue. When I first logged in, it said something about they're doing some updating on StreamYard. So it's not just, maybe not just her.
Oh, Melanie, I'm sorry. It might be StreamYard. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
because they've lost my background. I didn't do anything about it, and it's just gone. So they're working on it. I don't know why.
Oh, okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay. Melanie, sorry about that. We were going to have you again 3 days. Oh
I
my,
know that would be nice,
that's
but
okay. We know that you're always contributing. It says devices not connected. That's
yeah,
what.
I know, and
So we
it's
will
not.
move on, and it will do. If it doesn't happen today, let go. Let
Yep,
go and let
yep,
God take control. It will happen next week. Okay. Thank you so
yes.
much. Yes.
Thanks,
And
Melanie.
yes. And shift your perspective. You know, a lot of us think that, oh, my perspective is the best. I know better because this is the way it has always been. It works this way. That is not true. Baloney. Real baloney. We're not teaching ourselves that the right thing if we do that. And therefore, the children. Do you know that things change even by the second? When you're walking, have you ever taken the time when you walk, the moment you step your feet and remove it, you have shifted the choreography and the dynamics of that place. Even it's a cemented floor, but there are dust particles that are so tiny that only the microscope can pick up. You have shifted it. Do you
Mhm.
know that when the bees, the bumblebees, the pollinators, they are pollinating the flowers, the plants, and you think they're just doing it for that place? Before you know, they do that, they do their job, the wind will carry it and takes it, then the seas, the rivers, and everything. Now you have seed dispersal everywhere, and you're thinking, but that nobody has ever farmed here. We should know. This is the way the universe works so beautifully.
Yeah.
So beautifully before you know. So shift your perspective. Try to see challenges as opportunities for growth, not just things that are letting you down. And you say, oh, you are responsible for me failing. No, you're responsible for yourself failing what you're failing, because the resources are there at your disposal. As a child, we cannot blame a child, because we are responsible for those children to find those resources. We don't blame a child, but as an adult, we owe that to ourselves. But even in cases of certain adults, we know that they cannot do it for themselves. We understand that as well. Then we want to help to help them to do what they can do, and the rest we can help them to do. We know that even when somebody's sick in the hospital, you don't expect that person to do something. What do? We know this person, we love this person, we know what this person stands for. We just help, right? We just help to do it. So that's what we do. And without criticizing any child or anybody, we don't say, oh, look at you. You repeated this course. I spent my money. Oh, look at you. Look at that person is being a lawyer. That person is being a medical doctor. Why are you being a musician? It's not going to bring you money. It's not all about that. Let the child do what they love. And you should know what your child loves, beginning from the cradle, from the very first day, depending on the books that you're reading to that child. And
Mhm.
reading in general, not a particular book. The good books that are good to be read to children are a particular age. When you
Yeah.
do that, you start monitoring your child from day one. When they start
Mhm.
crawling, what are they gravitating towards? When they start running around like toddler, what do they always touch? Are you buying the right toys? Did you really create a very educational environment for you, a good one? Because when you do that, those children, they will tell you. You will see what they love, and they're going to go to school. They're going to change their mind. They'll be like, okay, let me try this. Let me try that. Let me try this. They
Yes.
come back to what they love. But
Mhm.
we, the stewards of these children, we must watch them with love, open hands, and an open mind, without trying to control them. Wanting because you were an engineer, you want your child to also be an engineer? No, no.
Yeah.
Yes, they can be, but is that what they love? That is what
Mhm.
we're looking into. And then we need to shift that perspective and then set intentions, not expectations.
Mhm.
Set intentions. What are your intentions? Not expectations. A lot of what we are expecting. When you are expecting something from your child or from another person or from your partner, what are you? What are your intentions? What have you given first before you are expecting those things? We shouldn't even just coin it expectation. Intentions are better to set than expectation. Instead of trying to control outcomes, set intentions for what you and your family want to experience. What do you want to experience this November? Remember, November, one more month and we are done. If you did not set those goals and you're working on them, it's just going to seem as though you're going to start again from the beginning, and it's frustrating. For me, I had set the goal that by the grace of God, we will have one global movement non-profit register as a non-profit with the federal government through the help of a lawyer. We achieved that, and so I am so happy that we achieved that. It cost a lot of money, it took time, but hey, we did it. It even came even faster than we ever expected. And until the lawyers that have been working with nonprofit for more than 30 years, they said they've never seen this. How is it that they just did this just the same day and then they sent it to the federal government and it didn't even take up to 1 month? Usually
Wow.
it's 4 months.
Good.
And so that is what you want to set intentions, and you set your eyes on the ball. You set your eyes on the ball. Keep making, what can I do? What can I do? Life is adjustable. We were babies. Look at us now. We are adults. And then we are getting older. And then we need to do the same for our children. And then trust the process. We said it before. Release the need for approval. We need to train ourselves. Some people, you don't approve them, they get upset.
Yep.
They get really, really upset. They get sick, and then they start replaying this thing in their head. It will cause them a headache, cause them anxiety. If somebody doesn't appreciate you, relinquish that. Let it go. You're not doing things to be sin. You're doing it for the sake of the one that created you, because he said it. He appointed us. He chose us, handpicked all of us, appointed us and anointed us to go into the world and do good things for people, especially the oppressed and the most vulnerable, which is what we are doing here. So when you're doing things that come from your heart, you don't worry whether people say thank you or not. You don't really worry, because you know what you're doing. The ultimate thank you comes only from the one that created you. So we shouldn't even worry. Don't say, oh, I did this, I had this, I did this. You don't give things, you don't help people and talk about them. No, don't put strings, don't attach strings to those things. We don't do that. So release the need for approval. Let go of seeking validation from others. But validation is a good thing if you don't attach certain things to it. You know, like at home, I wear my clothes sometimes. I say, does it fit me? That's good. That is the way you live with family. No,
Yes.
but you're not doing it, attaching certain things. Or a child would come and say, Mommy, Daddy, hey, look at what I did. Now the child wants to seek validation, and then you clap. The child, even if you don't clap, they're clapping for themselves first. They say, Mommy, here, look, hey, see. They're clapping for themselves.
Yeah.
So, yes, in that case, we are doing it with love. Validation is a good thing when you do it with love. You're not doing it with some kind of attachment that is an obligation that somebody must do this. No, that's not what we are talking about. Validation is a good thing. How else can the children know that they're doing well if we, the parents, the adults, and the caregiver, really don't give us our loving validation? That's what we're talking about. Let go of seeking validation from others. Others, don't look at a stranger and you go and say, hey, how do I look? Hey, this. I know that I've done that in a store, but I was in the store shopping. You know, ladies like to shop, you know.
Yes.
And I saw this lady, something said, ask her, because she too, I saw what she was shopping. I know that she has good eyes. And I said, excuse me, ma'am, how do you like this color with this earring? Say, oh, I think these are beautiful. And then, or sometimes they will say that, and then they'll see another thing more beautiful. They say, oh, I think, look at this one. See, those are the kind of things we are talking about, because we are working as human beings work in a whole. It's not because you want, it's a must. You have to validate me. That's not what we're talking about here. So focus, and focus. No, trust your intuition. That still small voice within you that says, go this way. Don't go this way. This person is good. I trust my intuition a lot these days. Before, I didn't used to listen to myself. Now I listen even more. Trust your intuition and values. What are your values? What were you born with? Are we teaching our children the right values and allowing ourselves to make choices based on what feels right for you? Not what feels right for Mundih, not what feels right for Sister Yvonne Finn. No. If it doesn't feel right for you, what makes you think that it's going to feel right for another person? So you have to listen and then practice gratitude. When you practice gratitude, you learn to let go of control, and the universe takes it. So focus on what you are grateful for. What are you grateful for? All of us here, I'm sure we are grateful for life. We are alive today. Not everybody woke up today. And we are talking. Not everybody has a voice to talk. We are writing. Not everybody has that skill to write. A lot of great things that we are grateful for. Seek support if you need it. And support children is us. Let our children learn to trust us, to come to us a million times without being worried or afraid that we're going to say something that is not good. Let your children just come like your friends. You're carrying out a conversation, but make sure you're setting boundaries. Friendship doesn't mean that you're going to make them your friend, because your children are not your friends, but they're your friend in the sense that you are the parents. You're making it better for them so that they can feel free. If you don't make your children feel free, they'll be hiding things from you, and they're going to get in trouble.
Yes.
They're going to get in trouble, and then you'll be regretting, oh my God, I should have, but it's too late. So we need that. We need that support. Seek support. Talk to trusted friends, family members, and therapists, doctors, or whatever you need to do. You would know, and always want to make sure that you go with somebody, like we said here yesterday, and always go with someone you trust. If you don't have a family, call for us. Call for us. Nowadays, you can even consult, there's the virtual consultation. My mom sometimes is taken to the hospital and they just call me. I'm on the phone with them and they're doing the work. So it's easy. If you don't have a family, call for somebody. Go to your church, look for the minister, and don't keep quiet with some things that you're going on with that are not good. And then engage in creative expression. Creative expression. Like here, we are laughing a lot of times here because that is just the spice of life. We have to. There's no way I'm going to sit here and I don't laugh. Sometimes I laugh. I think that people don't laugh, and they'll be like, "What's wrong with her?" Laughter is the fruit of the soul. Just like music, we need to laugh. Engage in creative expression. Explore activities like writing, painting, planting, dancing, really doing your own thing, and a lot of things that we can do. Or just sitting here and we just throw in some funny thing and we start giggling and laughing all over the place. You see us opening our mouth and teeth so loud. This is good. This is so good. And there are lots of other things, maybe crafting or making those beats and
cooking, baking, all that stuff.
Huh?
Cooking and baking, all that stuff.
Oh, I love cooking so much. I can cook when I just see people who can eat. I'm cooking. That's why I say someday we're gonna meet and we're gonna cook, like real cooking, because you're gonna see people from Africa that are going to come here just to cook, so that they will cook the traditional way and use. There are some traditional spices I don't even know their names, but they are very healthy. I don't know their names in English. I know it only in the dialect. So people will come from all over. We will join here and we will cook, because food is love. Food is life. Food is everything, right? So take action when necessary. Take it. When necessary means when you know that you're supposed to take action for something, take it. Unless you're not feeling well, do not postpone things. Don't be a procrastinator. To procrastinate things is not a very good thing, because every day brings with it its own challenges. And sometimes you may want to go, you're going to party with your friends. Maybe you guys are going to eat an ice cream at somewhere. And now you didn't do your thing yesterday and you don't have that time today. Now things start piling up and then you become overwhelmed and you don't. So explore activities like writing and other things. And even just going to call a friend, like Nancy reminds us here, just call. Like I do, I know that I bother you guys a lot, especially our big sister here. And
it's
Sharon.
Not a bother. I signed up for that.
Sometimes I call, I'm like, oh no, this is late. I just turn it off. Because I just feel like, where I was born, you don't have to set an appointment before.
Yes,
we just walk and go knock at the door and we are right there, no doorbell, and we are fine,
Yeah. Yes,
But
yes,
nowadays, so remember, surrendering to life is a practice,
it
just like
is.
any other thing.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot just get up and thinking that this thing is just going to work. No, it won't work. It never worked for God, who created us. That's why it took him days to create the whole earth and to really readjust things to make sure that it's going to suit you and I. So it takes practice, it takes time, it takes your resources, it takes your strength, it takes everything. It takes even something away from your children. But when you're doing these things for the betterment of the greatest majority, you know that it is going to work. Be patient with yourself as you explore this journey. Don't go and say, oh, this person succeeded, now I have to be like that person. And then if you're trying to be like some other person, guess what, you're going to break things even further for yourself. And this then wipes away competition. Competition is, but if you're competing in a right way, because there are different kinds of competition. If you're competing in a right way, that is good. But the one that is filled with jealousy, with envy, that's not a good thing. It's not good for us, even for our health at all. So thank you guys so much for listening. But Miss Pavni, we're still gonna wait for you here to come and
Yes.
talk on this, because we love to hear from her. Okay, sister, if you have something, that would be nice.
Well, as usual, we have our quotes. So the ultimate act of power is surrender. That's from Krishna Das. And it
Mhm.
says, let go of your worries and be completely clear-hearted. Let the face of a mirror like the face of a mirror that contains no images, just mindfulness, as you say. And that's
Uh-huh.
from Rumi. He's the philosopher. And the first half of life is devoted to forming a healthy ego, and the second half is going inward and letting go of it. And then it reminds me of the serenity prayer that says, accept the things I can't change or control, to change the things that I can, and to know the difference.
I have it
And
right here on my table. How dare you just read it?
because it makes sense for this, right?
Yes, yes.
And we talked about boundaries, and that's very important. We talked about not aiming for any perfection because we can't get it. We can go excellent, and we must
Yes,
teach our children that do everything as unto God, because indeed we are doing it. He's
yes,
the ultimate person who's going to judge us, right?
right.
And we're supposed to do all we can to be excellent people traveling this world. And I like the little saying, it says you can never step into the same river twice. Why? Because it's flowing, it's out of your control.
Yes, yes,
that's
yes.
that's that's what this is all about. So know the things that you're required to do. Yes, you have to do certain things. So it's, again, to me, it's about balance.
Balance.
Know when to let go of certain things, because you're just now actually wasting your resource, your energy, fighting the same battle over and over, and it's never going to be won, if you want to call it that. There are some things in life. First of all, you can't control other people, and you shouldn't try. So that's
Yes,
one thing you have to let go of. Know that right off. You
yes,
cannot control other people. You can barely control yourself. And we're talking about ourselves here. We're not talking about controlling other, unless you're a prison warden. And even so, because you can't control people's mind, they can think the thoughts they want to think. So let go of that idea. It's an illusion. You cannot control. You
no,
really can't.
no.
Just do your best,
Yep,
and do the things that you can take care of, like
yep,
looking after your children, but not even them. They're not yours either. So you can't control them. You
yep.
cannot control a moving target. And that's what children are. They're going to grow up and they have to now go their own life. So control is an illusion or delusion.
It is really an illusion. It is. It is because and control. People that are so prone to wanting to control because they were controlled a lot in life and they didn't know any other way out and they think that they
Absolutely.
have
Absolutely.
control. I must
Absolutely.
tell you, I struggle with that a lot with my mom. Remember, my mom was a teenage mother who got
Yeah.
married and a lot of things happened to her and she was
Yes.
cruel for all her life. She didn't know how to defend herself. She would just sit and cry,
Yes.
cry, cry,
Yes.
unless
Yes.
my grandmother would come and defend her, you know.
Right. Right.
And and so now she's trying to control me so I can do things just exactly like her. I say, Mama, no, Mom, no, no, Mom. I know, I understand where you're coming from, but
Yes.
let me do things the way that I can because if you want me to do like you, we will be at the same spot.
That's
And
right.
and you're also going to give me a headache. I'm going to get sick. because we cannot do it. Even that's why we must make that decision with our significant other when we're going to have a child.
Oh,
How are we
absolutely.
going to raise this child?
Absolutely.
Me and
Absolutely.
my baby's father, we had decided long time before we even got pregnant that we are going to raise this child with an open mind and open heart.
You have to. You
Yes.
have to.
And you see, my son, and I thank God for that. The
Yep.
things that other children will be so ashamed or afraid to tell their parents, he
No.
says it all, including
See?
things that they say, oh, my mom, oh no, let him come and say those things.
Yes. Yes. We've been
So,
blessed
so
because yes.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. And you talk, Megan is the same thing, the same
She
way.
is
Yes.
so open with me. Some people think, what? Actually, they're always asking if we're friends or sisters or whatever it is.
That is
Because
the best thing.
she just let it all go, you know?
No,
And
but
I
that
like
is
that.
good. And they are happy. You are happy too.
I'm very
And then,
happy with
and
that.
then you
Yeah.
will know when they get in trouble or when they did it because you already did that, raising them with open mind and open heart. My son, I can instinctively, I already know what is going to go on because we are so open. Is there anything?
Yes, there's this sick person on here and I want to block them or get rid of them.
Yes, please. Do. Thank you. Your eyes are very sharp. You have good eyes.
Thank you.
I don't. I have 4 eyes and I can't see well still.
Well, you know, you can't be everywhere, sister. So that's my job, you know?
Yes, yes. Thank you so much. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, let go of control and let God take over. Let it go
Yes.
and let it go. And don't think that you didn't do that thing because you don't have what it takes to do it. You do. It wasn't meant to work for that moment, or maybe you just need to shift your resources around. But let us practice it. You cannot be teaching a child or asking a child to do something that you are not doing. Let
Yes.
us do it. You see the pandemonium, the fear, the anxiety, the worries, the bleeding that is going on in the world because people want to control other people
Others. Yes. That's
without
the
knowing that God created us differently. God created you to prepare your food differently and eat differently. Sister Yvonne, your internet, I'm sorry. God created us to eat differently, to prepare differently, to dress up differently. Oh, she's back. To dress up differently, to do things differently. The beauty, there is beauty in diversity. God
Yes.
created diversity. Go into the scripture, diversity is right there in
Yes,
different
it is.
ways. The
Yes, it is.
beauty in diversity is such a beautiful thing that we all need to really embrace and be grateful for. You see the senseless wars, the
Mm.
loot, stealing, oppression, everything that is going on in the world is because of people want to control
Yes.
other people's minds with force,
Mm-hmm.
and it ends up being a problem. And these people, when you go to their background and orientation, you're not going to even blame them because they themselves were
Yeah.
controlled and
Yes.
and even abused, and so they are practicing the same thing. Remember, you cannot give from where you don't have. These
No, you
things
don't. You
came from
can't. You can't.
within. And so there are ways that we can mitigate these things to make sure that we are raising our children with love and with the kind of freedom that comes only from the one that created them without trying to control situations. So I am really so happy. The weekend is here. I am going to just be calling them because I want to rush and go and start preparing for the weekend. And we have a place to go this afternoon to go and see certain things, how they do certain things so that we can apply it here in one global movement. So let's appreciate our audience. And sister, if you have anything, just bust in and do your thing.
Let me just focus on this, sister, because this person is really sent by the devil himself. The things he's saying in this chat, I don't know how he got in here, but he's he's just wrong.
Oh, okay. If you can copy, sorry about that. Come on, internet. Come back, come back. Okay. Let me appreciate everyone here in the audience. I think the managing director is not here. Otherwise, he's not going to. Thank you so much that if the managing director is not here, you are here picking on those things. So thank you so much for doing that. And if you can copy some of those things and keep them so we see. Sorry. Okay, let's appreciate our audience. Hello, thank you guys so much again for always being here. Thank you for helping us here all the time, offline and online. We highly appreciate you. We have Poran Sagma. Thank you so much, Sir Poran, for being here with us. Good night, and thank you for supporting us. And our sister says, greetings, everyone, and welcome to a fabulous Friday on OGM. Thank you for your time and support. Please add your comments on the topic, letting go of control and surrendering to life. Thank you. And let's go here. We have our beautiful sister, Maxie P. Smith. How are you? Thank you so much again for joining us today. We appreciate you. We have our little brother and the arts director, Kushal Pegu. Thank you so much. How are you? We miss you, but you are here. So I will just keep adding Sister Yvonne to the screen because I think the internet is disturbing her. And let's go down here. We have our brother, Abdul Sattar. Thank you so much, sir, for your support and your love for children around the globe. Thank you. And we have our beautiful sister, Nancy. How are you? Thank you so much. Nancy, I'm waiting to see what you're going to prepare this weekend. I need a picture of it, okay? I'm keeping all those in the One Global Movement archive. Thank you so much.
Are you talking about food? Really?
Oh, of course, of course. We have Anita Fruencio. How are you, Anita? Thank you so much for joining us here today. We appreciate you. You're welcome into this global family that is helping children, young people, and women eradicate hunger, illiteracy, poverty, homelessness, abuse, and build generational wealth while living a life of leadership and purpose. Thank you so much. And we have Kamal Hussein. I am very, very excited, my sister. Yes, you're always excited. And thank you. You bring that kind of energy. You are just really making us excited here as well. So thank you so much for supporting our children. Oh, the managing director is here. And hello, Anita Fruencio. And welcome. Thank you, John. Thank you. And we have our brother, the firefighter, Cecil Wire. How are you? Thank you so much for being here again today. We appreciate you because we know what it takes and the time it takes for you to do the kind of job that you do, yet you still find that time to be here. We appreciate you so much. Thank you. And Anita says, thank you, John, for helping me. Good. Thank you, John. John, thank you. You are the kind of managing director that we need here. Thank you. Welcome, everyone. I am happy we made it to Friday. It's a blessing. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord for blessing us in OGM. Yes, thank you so much, Nancy. And let's go down here. We have our brother, Sir Didi the Pork Dash. Thank you so much, sir. We appreciate your help. Thank you. We appreciate your love and your presence. And let's go down here. And yes, John, she's already doing it. You and Sister Yvonne Finn are the two people here. No, you know that, right? You guys are sharing that job, and then other people are also contributing. You have Brother Levi, Brother Shrigid, Brother Kushal. You have Sister Nancy and Sister Sharon. If they're present, they always do that. Thank you, John. We pick up after one another. This is what it means to be family, right?
Yep. You see what I mean about sorry, sister. What I mean about StreamYard. See, I didn't do anything. The background is back now, so they're working on something. I don't know what they were.
Oh, yeah. Now you observe it so closely. I didn't see. Yeah. Wow. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, and maybe if Melanie, you're still there, try again. Maybe you can
try again. Yeah.
Things before we go, sister. If you're still there, come on and you can say one or two things because now that Sister Yvonne said it, now I observe it. It must be StreamYard.
Yeah, it is.
Hello, Shai Goze Bashar. How are you? If you're new here, brother, we welcome you into this global family. Thank you so much for joining us here. We highly appreciate you. Come again and also raise awareness in your family, in your community, so that other people could know what we are doing here. Thank you so much. And let's go here. Okay, it says, John Barilla helped me again so I can be part of your chat. Yeah, John is a great helper. Thank you. Nice. Good, great job, John. Thank you so much. And then we have our sister, Deblina Sinha, India. Hello, everyone. God bless you. Welcome, everyone. Thank you. Thank you so much, Deblina. And the Indians are really people that sacrifice because it's too late for them, but yet
Right.
they're
Yes.
here. So thank you. So, Anita, good going. You are welcome. You are in and can chat. And if something occurs to you as you listen, go ahead and comment.
Of
Yes.
course.
Thank you, John. Say, God bless you. That's a blessing on you, John. God bless John Barilla and all of my friends here. Yvonne Finn, thank you for all your dedication to helping others. Meaning, thank you. I will allude it to Yvonne because there are two twins here, okay?
I think she's talking about you this time, but that's okay.
And you say, we are grateful for your support and appreciate you as well, Anita. Yes. And whenever my brother appears here, I'm so excited. Mr. Momodu Jalo. I love that name, Jalo. Hello, Miss Mundih, Sister Yvonne Finn, Mr. I, the tech team and staff everywhere, and all my beloved global ambassadors. Happy month of November, and thank you for everything you've done and still doing for us. Thank you so much, sir. How are you? Make sure you're sending my greetings home because someday I will be asking your wife if she received all my greetings and your children too. And your children, okay? All right. Sister Melanie, we are sorry. StreamYard is back now, full swing. If you can, that's fine, sister. You can close the show. If you can still get it, that's fine. Otherwise, thank you so much for trying and for also contributing from the chat. So she's saying hello to everyone, the double, Yvonne, John, B, and everyone else present. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sister. We have you say, greetings, Sister Melanie Mukamugema. And then we have Shintra Roy. Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining us here today. If you're new, you're welcome here. We highly appreciate you. And thanks to those that are spreading the gospel of One Global Movement to these new people that are coming. Bring one, bring two, bring your entire family, even a newborn baby, because this is for children, okay? This is their platform. We are just servants here. So thank you so much for being here with us today. You are welcome here. And let's go down here. We have Rita Mani Day. How are you? Thank you so much for joining us again today. We highly appreciate your presence and your love for children worldwide. Thank you. And of course, our brother, Sir Ashakuma, is always here and maintaining the same consistency. We appreciate you showing your gratitude to Unpassive, Mr. Ash Mufara, the tech team, and everyone here. We highly appreciate you, sir. Thank you. We have Tevin Prince. How are you? One love, all lion, one love. Thank you. One love.
One love.
Total control of life for human being is only an illusion. Only the divine has total control. That is so true. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we're moving down quickly here. Okay, we have Sir Main Sanka. How are you? Thank you so much. And thank you for being one of the strong pillars behind Children in the War. We appreciate you. Extend our love and gratitude to all the children in your community for the work that they are doing, be it in school, in the community, be it at home. We love them, we appreciate them, and they're all welcome here. Thank you. And let's go down here. We have Gutam Helder. How are you? Thank you so much for joining us again here today. We appreciate you. I hope you guys had a happy Delhi.
Diwali.
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 And we send you some greetings too from One Global Movement. I hope you guys enjoyed your Diwali. Thank you so much.
It was so well. Where I live, there are a lot of Indians right around. It was celebrating way into the night with the fireworks and everything. You should have heard
That's nice.
It was really so nice.
That's really nice. And Sir Razahab is here today again. Thank you so much, sir, for being that strong pillar of a father behind our children in the world. We appreciate you. And our beautiful sister says, let go of control and trust in a higher power. Our true master is fair, offering us all a chance in life beyond earthly authority.
Yep.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. Yes. Thank you. And Anita says, we can only show children our own love for them by praising their good points that will uplift them and build their self-confidence. Thank you so much, Anita.
Yep.
That is so true. Thank you.
Very
Thank
true.
you.
Very true.
Love this contribution. And then she says again, don't worry, be happy, and never make a child feel crappy about
themselves. That's
Thank
right.
you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Anita.
I so love that. And she says, wow. She says, when we have a good attitude ourselves, we can teach them a good attitude.
Yes.
Thank you. Keep coming here, sister.
I know.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Because that is what we're always stressing here. It starts with us, the adults. We have to model those things we want the children to have. So thank you. Yes.
So true. And Hamida, how are you? Did you take some vacation? I'm just kidding. So thank you. You're here again today to close the week so that we can start on a good note, on a higher note on Monday. So thank you so much for being that support that we need here for our children. Thank you. And Melanie says, don't put new wine into an old wineskin. Yes, that is what the African proverb says. Don't put new wine into an old keg. Right? Hey, the bottom will eventually burst open. All you will have is a spill. It's not eat for anyone. Yes. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. And families, you know who is going to be coming with that. Families, Friday is here. Don't forget to give yourself a big thumbs up. Subscribe if not yet done. Turn on the notification bell and share with families and friends. Do that now so that you don't forget. Thank you so much. Thank you, Nancy. And Melanie says, when toxicity fills our minds and hearts, all we see is roadblock. Let it go. We can't stay in a frozen state. Be free. We will ride over the bumps and the ridges. We can beat all odds. We can beat all odds and beat everything. So we aren't frozen. Let it go. Thank you so much. Thank you. We can't afford that. It's going to stifle our memory. We'll have tense muscles and stiff neck and all of it. Just breathe. Let it go. Let it go. Okay.
Just breathe.
There is this African music. I don't know if they're going to penalize me for copyright. Say, just let it go. Let it go. She dances so well.
Just let it go.
Yes. And Pranab. Gosh. Thank you so much for being among us here today. We highly appreciate you. If you're new, keep coming and keep encouraging others. We need to represent our various communities. We need to. And this is why Mr. Ash Mufara brought 1.7 I'm just saying 1.7 billion for one global movement. 1.4 million account founding members here so that we can take this into our various communities to uplift each soul and no child left behind. So thank you so much for being among us here. Keep spreading the message to other areas. Thank you. And we have our brother here, Sir Joseph Kefo. How are you, brother? Thank you so much for taking the time to join us here today. We highly appreciate you. Thank you so much. And we have Deepak Kumar Saha. How are you? Thank you so much for joining us here. And thanks to all the men. This month is the Men Health Awareness Month, and we're going to focus a lot on the men. So it doesn't just seem like it's focusing on the young girl, John. It's going to be on the young boys too. Okay, so we're going to be putting a lot of time. We're going to be carrying out a conversation, and then you can all react to one another together so that we want to be healthy. Our health is our wealth. If we don't talk about these health issues, it's going to be difficult for us, right? We want to stay healthy so that one global movement can keep moving to reach every child. So thank you. And then we have Dean Islam. How are you, Dean? Where have you been? Well, thank you so much for being here. Hashtag on passive,
Okay.
of course. Thank you so much for joining us here today, sir. We
I think
appreciate
I think you miss Ujala.
Ojala. Oh, yes, I did. Wow,
Mm-hmm.
your eyes are great. Now, Ojala, not by design. You know, I have four eyes that you can see, but my four eyes don't see so well. How are you, Sir Ojala Kumar? Thank you so much for joining us from that end. We appreciate you for being a strong pillar of a man behind our children. Thank you so much. And then we have Toyib Aliyu. How are you? Of course, hashtag on pass. We are so
Yes.
to win it. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And Sister Melanie says, I am standing in front of a huge window in the foyer of my building. I am checking out life, the squirrel, the birds, the swans, the pigeons, people, and everything going by. I love.
She has a whole zoo. She has a whole zoo going on there. Good for you.
Ooh,
Enjoy.
I love it. This is what happens when I go to the farm. I'm timing, waiting for 5:36 p.m. The animals are coming. The deers, more than 10, they are coming. Then you see the turkeys and the birds, they are chirping, they are flying like in a flock. I'm like, oh, I really want to go live in the suburb. That's
Oh,
where
I
I
know you do. I know.
Melanie, I am in the same mindset like freedom. Let children be free. Free from hunger, free from illiteracy, free from poverty, free from abuse, free from homelessness, free from war, senseless war, free from anything that is really disturbing these children is what we are here for. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
You
Yes.
just
Yes.
lighten up my day. Thank you. And then we have a second John here. John
No,
Freeman.
no, no. How did you see that? I deleted it. So how are you getting it? He's the one I'm telling you about.
Oh my God.
Look at what he's writing. He's a sick person.
Okay,
And I deleted it.
I'm going to do something right now.
Maybe you can report him yourself because I've been
Yes,
reporting him and
yes.
I don't know
And
what
delete
what
and then
YouTube is.
user
Yeah.
the ban user. Ban. I ban him.
Okay, good. That's good.
Yes.
Of
We
course,
have
he will change his name and come back again, but we have to keep looking out for that because that's now starting to creep into your platform. I've never
it
seen it
shouldn't
before.
be here. Our platform, it shouldn't be here for children at all.
I
This is
know.
what these children are already going through a lot in the world. And they're
That is
growing
why
up,
we
their
have.
hormones are changing. For us
Yes.
to keep
Yes.
adding on to what they're already going
I
on is
know. I know.
unacceptable.
That
I'm
is why
sure
we have.
Ash Mufara would not want this at all.
No, we have to be very vigilant about what we're seeing here. Yeah.
Yes, yes. So thank you so much for putting an eye on that.
Thank you.
We have Ashes Opandeye. How are you? Hello, sister Yvonne Finn and John, all my unpassive family member from Indu City in Rajasthan, India. Thank you so much,
Nice.
sir, for being a part of us. And we sent you guys greetings for happy Diwali. Thank you. And Sanip Mina. Thank you so much, Mina, for always being a part of this global movement that is making it happen for children. Thank you so much. We love you. And we have Mary Killer. How are you, Mary? Thank you again for finding the time to join us here again today. And thank you for being that mother behind children in your family, in your community, and in the world. We appreciate you. Thank you. And let's go down here. And Nancy says, families, remember to give a family member or a friend a call. Tell them we are thinking about them. Yes, let's do
Mm-hmm.
weekend is so good to do that. And if you can take something or you can meet with people, that would be great too. Nancy,
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting for that meal that you're going to cook, Nancy. We have Ama Chandra. How are you? Thank you so much for supporting here today. Your presence is highly appreciated, and thanks for your prayers, and the beautiful emojis. And Melanie says, "I believe in having at least one person that you can trust. It is so much better to go on your knees and let all go.
Yes.
Cleanse the soul in His presence. It works, and that is." The Almighty God. Thank you so much. Thank you. And you do it in your own way, okay? Ledega Gingma, how are you? Good afternoon to Unpassive, beautiful ladies. And good afternoon to you, sir. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for being a part of us here today. We have our brother, Sir Yusuf Adu. Thank you so much, sir, for always joining us here. And we highly appreciate your presence here as a man, that strong pillar behind our children in the world. Thank you so much. And Melanie says, my daughter and I are sisters.
They have arrived. I guess she was traveling. I didn't realize that.
Oh,
So
my daughter and I arrive, sister.
sisters. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
okay,
nice. Right?
wonderful.
Enjoy family time.
We
We love
thank
that.
God for his journey mercies. Thank you so
Yes.
much. Give a kiss and a big hug from One Global Movement to your daughter. And we wait to
Amen.
see them here someday if they can do so, if they can do
Mm-hmm.
it at that time. Thank you so
Mm-hmm.
much. And I am back and been listening a bit and thanking Melanie Mukamugema for stepping up and covering for me today, and also Yvonne Finn, who always is here and communicating with folks in the chat. She's the mantle of hope, okay? And she is the person that wants to keep things in order, in balance.
I do. I do. I do.
But we are grateful for that, though, because not everybody is fortunate to have people like you guys here. We are really, really blessed and highly favored.
And this is worthy of our support. So thank you, Dr. Mundih. Thank you.
Yes, yes. And our link is here. This is to encourage all of us and other people. We encourage others. We're not doing this for personal gain. We know what we're doing this for. It's for one global movement. We want every resource that we can have, whether the biggest to the smallest. And that is why we put out these links here on One Global Movement Facebook page, so that you can go there and like and follow and help other people. If you can you can make a commitment that I am going to have 5 people, 10 people, 15, or whatever people within this space of time, go there and like and follow. This is going to help Facebook to bring us resources that is going to continue to help us help these children worldwide. So thank you so much for putting that link in there. It looks funny, but when time comes, it's going to change. But it's very authentic, like we are seeing it. It's authentic, okay?
It is. Absolutely.
And we have Baji Saheb Shaikh. How are you, sir? If you're new, we welcome you here today. We appreciate you, and we appreciate the person that spread the gospel of One Global Movement to you. Thank you so much. Come again and encourage other people to be with you. Thank you. And let's go here. Our managing director says, I will have nailed John Freeman, but I just got back and didn't see his comment. Thanks for spotting that, Yvonne Finn. We talked about you, John. We said if the managing director was here, but she is another managing director too, because she's doing exactly the same thing that you do, John. So thank you for that. And thank you, Sister Yvonne.
You're very welcome.
So I didn't see it myself, but I'm glad that we have so many eyes here. Happy to hear that you have arrived safely, Sister Melanie. Enjoy family time, which is so lovely and which is so precious. Thank you. Thank you. Absolutely. Say hello to your beautiful daughter, okay?
It's her, what is it? It's Megan's birthday, not this week, but the following Wednesday. So yay!
Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. We need to celebrate Megan. That's celebrating life through you for the great work that you're doing. Please bring the picture, bring everything. We need to tell Megan we need her picture, okay?
Okay.
And we need to really advertise her for what she's doing. Making us beautiful is one of the greatest things that we can do. So we are here promoting businesses, not just for children, but for the parents as well, and for adults. So we need to do this. If we don't do it, who else is going to do it? We have to do it ourselves. And that is one of the missions of One Global Movement. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay. How are you? This is Ski Jafar Ali Saka. How are you? Thank you so much. We are doing wonderful, and we are so excited because today is Friday. So we get to go and eat with family. We get to go somewhere. If you're here, I don't think you eat ice cream because it's cold outside now with the snow of yesterday and rain. So, but thank you guys so much. We have come to the end of today. As usual, I always like to give the stage to our big sister to close it for us. Otherwise, I wish each and every one of you a wonderful, fun, fabulous weekend. And let us meet here on Monday on a great note. Just so you
Amen.
guys know, we don't play the music anymore because they are on us for copyright policies. So
Yes.
if
Yes.
somebody can research on how this kind of organization, a nonprofit like this, can use some music. I think there are some rules there for how to use it, but I don't know them and I can't even focus on them right now because I have
Right.
things to focus on. If somebody can research on that, and then we will ask to see if that is what we can do, because the music is very important here for us,
Mhm. Right.
especially the one by Bob Marley, who is standing up for children and women and the oppressed, and then our international anthem. It's very important. So,
Yes.
sister, close it for us today and let us go in peace.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. We really appreciate you. It's been a great week. Please, as Sister says, have a fabulous weekend and come back with lovely, enlightening, empowering stories to share with us. So I'd like to close with the scripture. It says, Philippians 4:6-7. Don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Tell God what you need and thank Him for all He has done. Then
Yes.
you will experience God's peace, which exceeds anything we can understand. And then we can let go of controlling everything because we can't, anyways. So
Yes.
go in peace and have a fabulous weekend. We look forward to see you in the following week.
Thank you. We love you all. Bye
Love you. Bye
bye.
bye.